Welcome everyone to my new presentation on Cardano price prediction and technicals for the second part of January 2024, aiming to discover as usually in a very rational and straight on point way what's going on in the markets. This is not a type of entertainment video presentation. This is something that I'd like to share with you as to be very useful and keep the emotional side on the other parts of the business or other parts of life as usually. $425 million volume for the past 24 hours. You cannot be profitable by being an emotional type of trader or approaching the market in a biased way. So we're trying to stick with the informations as they are. Before we dive into the topic of Cardano and see the price prediction after a 13.9% decrease in the last 7 days, we would like to see exactly what's happening, and make sure to check out my YouTube channel for many other educational materials, live trading, my performances, as well YouTube shorts where you will be able to see live trades going around the topic. You can see basically how I am trading. At the same time, you can also participate in my trades. This is my trading journal. Option number 1 gives you the ability to join without any upfront fees. Just a commission from the pure profits achieved, where we perform the trading for you completely outsourced with API trading permission. This is something that I'm going to speak about at the end of the video. In the meantime, you can check it out as well, including the one-on-one coaching, of course, for anyone that is serious about a crypto space and is considering it as a great opportunity for financial freedom. Then it's time to work towards that and become educated and skilled in trading. So what's happening basically on the Cardano side is something that I really enjoy speaking about, because we have a situation here which is very good, guys. Honestly speaking, we have here a confirmation of a line which is extremely important. It's pretty much underestimated by people that are not traders. When you speak about this line, which is obviously quite simple to see it as it is, but it has such meaningfulness that you are going to see that in your pockets. The idea is with the previous resistance, current support, a trending line that goes downwards and is your support in a trending downwards market is something very valuable considering possible reactions and reversals in the space. The level we're dealing right now is actually leaving a very strong gap into the fields of the golden pocket of this structure and the golden pocket of the structure of the highs, right? So there's basically two levels that we're dealing with. The current downtrend and the downtrend basically formed from the high as well. It's just that the current downtrend that we're dealing with, which is this one, is situated above a support line, which is different compared to a situation where you're positioned below the resistance line. When you are below the resistance line, you have the tendency of continuation. When you're trading above a support line, you have the tendency of continuation, but the other direction, which means the upwards. Number one thing that I'd like to see is obviously the markets not losing the current level, especially with the low that we've been able to put together a couple of days ago at the beginning of January. That low has been retested, has been taken out, and right now the markets are most likely aiming to recover. The number one target I see basically for January, for late January of course, will be the low part of the anchor volume weighted average price indicator, along the way continuing basically into the golden pocket at the top on 57. So the low part is situated on 54 cents. The secondary target of the golden pocket will be situated, guys, on the 57 cents. And then a push into the median line as well. So there's a lot of the resistances you guys have to fight. You guys have to deal with them, which means that I would actually see the markets, and let me just clear up the things here to portray it exactly. Get into the lower side of the anchor, find support on the lower side. This is basically the momentum. Is you're going to continue at the line like this. You're going to have your golden pocket pushing like that. Every time basically, you're going to continue with your indication and react negatively, react positively. React negatively, react positively, just like a usual Elliott wave impulse looks like on the impulse movements with all the retracings available without facing at this time the corrective wave, which is at the end. Definitely not. We are speaking about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movements And obviously we have the ability to print the number 3 movement, which is usually strong on the board, pushing maybe straight into the 60 cents area. That would be great. And then a retracement back into the 56. You can actually communicate in between the two golden pockets, such as like this. This would be basically another representation on how thus an Elliott wave would actually play out at this time, pushing into the 60s directly from 52 would actually be a great representation of a 14-15%. Something that is definitely not at a level of difficulty to be strange or heavy dream on. Definitely not. Folks, this is Cardano, which has the ability, just like it did a couple of days ago after the markets have been dipping, they pumped 26%. So if you give me 26% here, I'm gonna be at the top of the resistance, including I'm gonna hit basically the price action, which is very heavy. The volume profile range key representation, that's a key level. It's very strong. So 60 cents will be tough, folks. It's gonna be a major fight, a major challenge out there. But until that time, there's not gonna be difficulties that are considered major, just minor and temporary reactions. 60 cents could be more than temporary. Could actually be something that will stick with us for the next couple of weeks as a resistance top. It really depends how does BTC and Ethereum behaves, although Ethereum, just like I said, has a lot of the room to still recover, just like the alts. They cannot die without forming basically the delayed type of behavior till completed. So there's still momentum around markets. And even though the stocks are not looking great, the cryptocurrencies are still in a place of a necessary recovery. Have a good time, folks. Once again, for those of you that would like to join my trading, feel free to reach out. We can have a conversation on the topic. You can schedule it by yourself. Reach out to me, contact me, and have a good time on the topic. Completely done for you. No prior fee, just a commission from the pure profits made. And you can see quite many examples of my trades and performances right there, just like basically with the one-on-one coaching program for anyone that is serious about the space, is serious about this business, and would like to dive into deep into the field of trading. Whether you speak about part-time or full-time, it actually doesn't matter. What matters is to trade correctly and multiply. That is what is important at the end of the day.